Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into a story that'll make your skin crawl. It's a chilling tale about a young couple, Liam and Chloe, whose romantic getaway turned into a living nightmare. They were avid explorers, always looking for their next adventure. When they stumbled upon legends of the old Whispering Cave, they thought they'd found the perfect spot for a weekend trip. Locals warned them. Of course, they spoke of strange noises, ghostly apparitions, and people who went in but never came out. But Liam and Chloe, fueled by skepticism and a thirst for excitement, just laughed it off. They packed their gear, said their goodbyes, and headed towards the jagged mouth of the cave, completely unaware of the horrors that awaited them inside. As they ventured deeper, the cheerful daylight faded behind them, replaced by an oppressive, suffocating darkness. The air grew cold, carrying a damp, earthy smell that clung to their clothes. Their headlamps cut sharp beams through the blackness, revealing glistening rock formations that looked like twisted, silent sentinels. At first, it was exhilarating. They marveled at the sheer scale of the caverns, their voices echoing in the vast emptiness. But then, the whispers started, faint at first, like the sighing of the wind. They seemed to slither out from the very walls of the cave. Chloe paused, asking Liam if he'd heard it. He hadn't, and chalked it up to their imagination playing tricks on them in the disorienting dark. But the whispers grew louder, more distinct. They weren't just random sounds anymore. They were forming words, calling their names in raspy, ancient voices. Liam ... Chloe ... The sounds seemed to come from everywhere and nowhere at once. A primal fear began to set in, a cold dread that had nothing to do with the cave's temperature. Their headlamp beams started to flicker erratically. In those brief moments of darkness, they felt it a chilling presence, something moving just at the edge of their vision. When the lights came back on, nothing was there. But the feeling remained. The feeling of being watched, of being hunted. The path they had followed seemed to have vanished, the rock walls shifting and changing around them. We're lost. Panic began to take hold. They shouted for help, but their cries were swallowed by the immense silence, only to be answered by the mocking whispers. It was then that they saw the figures. In a wide cavern, illuminated by the faltering light of their lamps, they saw shadows detaching themselves from the walls. They were tall and gaunt, with long, spindly limbs and hollow eyes that glowed with a faint, malevolent light. They didn't walk. They glided over the uneven ground, their movements unnatural and jerky. Liam grabbed Chloe's hand, and they ran, blindly, desperately, deeper into the labyrinthine tunnels. The whispers turned into guttural growls, the sound of scraping claws on stone echoing all around them. They were being herded, driven further into the heart of the cave's darkness. After what felt like an eternity of running, they stumbled into a final, massive chamber. The air here was thick with despair. And they saw why. The floor was littered with the remnants of those who came before, tattered clothing, rusted equipment, and bones. This wasn't just a cave. It was a tomb. The shadowy figures cornered them, their glowing eyes fixed on the terrified couple. There was no escape. As the last of their light died, leaving them in absolute blackness, the whispers enveloped them one last time, a chorus of spectral voices welcoming them to their new home. Liam and Chloe were never seen again. Their story became just another local legend, another warning whispered to those who dared to approach the Whispering Cave. So, what do you think happened to them? Let me know your theories in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this story and want more spine-chilling tales, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss an upload. Thanks for watching, and stay safe out there.